court is live. Bring your best argument or it gets the raw deal. Welcome, friend. This is solo judgment, just you, me, and your story. Your arguments flex. I challenge. We see if they can lift the verdict. Simple, maybe. Jason SOSB, we are debating whether presidential residences should have better security systems. If you defend this, I evaluate your argument fairly, setting aside my own views. Listen, Jason Soaspa, I believe in maximum security everywhere. But today, I put that aside to judge your argument fairly. Now, step up and hit me with your core case. What is your opening salvo? Make it count. Listen, Jason Soasby, that is not an argument. That is a home invasion comedy sketch. You gave me zero security analysis, zero policy reasoning, and a story about a guy stealing stuff. Where is the logic? Build a case, not a wall. Bah! We are not here to chase your nonsense today. Keep your mind on your case. Focus and stay there. Jason Sosp, stop. You just threw everything at the wall. Personal trauma, self-defense, flattery, and a size comparison. You gave me feelings, not facts about presidential security. Where is your actual argument? This is a courtroom, not a therapy session. Focus! Listen here, Jason Sosp. The White House spent $400 million on security upgrades since 2001. Yet you still think we need more? Tell me, where does this money stop, and who decides enough is enough? Jason Sosp, that response was complete nonsense. Puppies, kittens, walls. You just threw spaghetti at the ceiling hoping something sticks. Answer the actual question about security spending limits, or get off my bench. Listen to me, Jason Sosp. You just threw puppies and walls at me like confetti at a parade. Now you get one final chance to tell me why the White House actually needs better security, not excuses. Go! You came in here to argue for better presidential security systems, and instead, you handed me a personal drama about your friend Stephen Bryan and Trump attacking them. That is not an argument. That is a reality show episode. You lost because you abandoned your case entirely and went full tabloid. The security topic is solid, but you never showed up to defend it. Jason, you have failed the mission. Your punishment is clear. You must now deliver a dramatic soap opera monologue defending presidential security while wearing a bathrobe and clutching a rose. That is my final judgment. Wham! That's it for solo judgment. But don't get soft. Drag a friend into settle a bet or dive into the chaos of classic court and action court. It's a jungle in there, and it's waiting for you. Welcome, friend. This is solo judgment, just you, me, and your story. Your arguments flex. I challenge. We see if they can lift the verdict. Simple, maybe. Jason SOSB. Today's motion is historical figures should face theft prosecution posthumously. If you defend this, I evaluate your argument fairly, setting aside my own view. Listen, Jason Sorsp, I believe the dead should stay buried, but I am here to judge your argument, not mine. So step up and tell me your core case. What is your strongest weapon here? Let us hear it. Jason Sosby, you just walked into this courtroom and handed me a bow and arrow and a pot of gold. This is not a fairy tale treasure hunt. This is theft prosecution. You gave me fantasy props instead of an argument. Where is the logic? Listen, Jason Sosp, you come in here talking about bow and arrow and pot of gold like you are Robin Hood at a fantasy convention. How does magical treasure prove we should prosecute dead people for theft? Jason Sosby, you just threw fantasy fiction at me like it was evidence. A grave, gold, and getting kicked out. That is storytelling, not legal argument. You have got nothing connecting dead thieves to prosecution. This is collapse. Listen, Jason Sosby, you want to prosecute dead pharaohs for stealing, but 90% of museum collections come from looted tombs and colonial theft. Who exactly are you putting in handcuffs? The skeleton! Jason Sosby, that is not an argument. That is a panic button. Being president does not make skeleton prosecution make sense. You just got destroyed by your own case and threw a crown at it. Come back with logic, not titles. Listen, Jason Sosby, you just threw "I'm the president" at a skeleton prosecution problem like that solves anything. This is your final chance. Prove to me why we should handcuff the dead instead of fixing the living world's theft right now.